Hi there, I'm Amy Trull, CPA and financial literacy coach, but today I'm going to be talking about something a little bit different than normal. We're not talking numbers today. Today I wanted to talk about Amy Porterfield's Digital Course Academy, and specifically whether or not it is quote-unquote worth it. That's the question that I continue to get from people asking me about my experience in DCA, which I did take in 2019. So people ask me all the time, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Now, the first thing I want to start with when I talk about whether it's worth it is what people probably mean there is it going to be something that really works? Is it really going to generate me more money in the future, right? Is it something that is going to help me build the business that I want to build? Now, I can tell you as someone who has taken the course and has built a business that I wanted to build that yes, it can absolutely be worth it. But I have a few caveats for you that I just want to make sure that you stay aware of, okay? Now, remember, I am a financial person, and so I like to deal with numbers. So when we're talking about whether or not it's worth it, what we're usually asking really is it an investment? Is my investment going to pay off? The definition of an investment is something that you maybe put time or money into now, right? A time investment or a money investment into now that will generate you more money or maybe more time down the road. And I will tell you from experience that for me, Digital Course Academy was an amazing investment. Both the money and the time that I spent to go through the course, right, really yielded a completely different life for me. So I'm just going to give you a little bit of a background for where I have been so that you know that this is coming from a place of a person who has probably been where you're sitting now. If you're sitting there trading dollars for hours, you feel like you're running on a hamster wheel, you want something that is more scalable for your business, you want to be able to make a greater impact if that's you, then this is probably a fantastic path for you. I know this because that was me. Before I took DCA in 2019, I was kind of feeling like, how am I going to do all of this? I left the corporate world so that I could have a different type of life, and then I recreated it in my own business. And I was tired, and I was a mom with 2 young kids, and I just didn't know how I was going to continue at the rate that I was going. Something had to give. And I kept telling myself, I don't think I can do DCA because number one, I felt like at the time anyway, it was expensive. Now I'm going to talk about that here in a minute. I felt like it was expensive. And I also felt like, am I even going to have the time to invest in this? Am I going to have the time to invest in this? I'm so busy already. And I realized that because I was so busy already, that was the reason that I needed to invest in creating an online course. Okay, so then I finally realized, okay, no, this is why I can't continue like this. I don't want this to be my life a year from now. I need to do something different. So I took the leap into Digital Course Academy, and it felt scary because you don't know at the time that you put down that credit card or debit card, you don't know what's on the other side. And so sometimes that fear of the unknown stops us in our tracks. Now, is it an investment for everyone? No. Truthfully, no. Because what makes something an investment, right? The whole blueprint is there for you to be able to be successful. I know because I took it. I 10x'd my business income with Digital Course Academy as my guide. I used it to a T. I followed every rule in it, and I built my business off of it, and it brought me so much more flexibility. But that was up to me. I was the one who had to use it. I was the one who had to do the work. It wasn't going to get done for me. So it's not a panacea for somebody who wants, someone else to do the work or isn't ready to do the heavy lifting. It takes work. There is a learning curve. You have to commit to being able to do it. Now that can be at whatever timeline. It doesn't have to be a short timeline. You can take however long you want. But as long as you commit to actually putting it into practice and doing the work, I believe that it will pay off as an investment. And I say that not just because of what happened to me, but to so many other people that I went through the program with and became friends with and watched them grow as well. I've seen it pay off time and time and time again for people. I want you to make a financially responsible decision though. right? If you're worried if you're going to actually be able to put it into practice, if you're worried about finding the time, if you're worried about really following through, if you're worried you're just going to stop midway, right? Either decide you're not going to do that, commit to finishing the program and launching, or decide it's not right for you. But I want you to know that the decision on whether it's an investment is up to you. You're the one who makes it an investment. But yes, it is absolutely worth it from the fact that Amy gives you the whole blueprint. I'm a person that's really scrappy. I really have trouble investing in myself and my business because I like to be financially responsible. And so when I don't know if there's going to be a return on something, I tend to be a little worried about it. But if I continue to do that, I realized if I continue to hold tight, I wasn't going to be able to see the dividends and the growth that I wanted to have in my business. At some point, you have to invest in order to grow a business, in order to grow a life that you want to have. And to me, this was the best investment, bar none, that I made in my business. The best one. Why? Because it gives you the step by step. I didn't have to waste time trying to get scrappy, which typically is my thing, right? I will get scrappy. I will listen, take in all the free information and try to piece it all together and do it myself. But the truth of the matter is, when you have it all laid out, the amount of time and effort I saved, and also trial and error, right? If you don't have a blueprint, what that means is you're going to be piecing things together and you're going to do trial and error. And that means you're going to waste time and probably money. So why not have a blueprint that will teach you how to do it, even just the tech library alone? So DCA has so many modules that cover all the things from creating to selling your course, but there's also a tech library. I am not a techie person at all. That's what I was so worried about. It is hilarious to people who know me that I have an online business. That is not something I ever thought that I would have. But there are tech tutorials for everything in there. There are resources for everything in there so that you can find what you need in order to be successful. So is it worth it? Yes, if you make it worth it. If you make it worth it, it's worth it. So I want you to go to jamieTrull.com/DCA to see all the different bonuses that I am offering. Now, depending on when you're watching this, DCA may be open, it may not be. But if I am offering bonuses at this time, you will see them here. So I want to make sure that you find everything that I have to offer. So in here, you're going to see lots of information about why I love DCA, of course. You're going to see some information, some happy hours from Amy and I. Amy, who was my mentor for a long time and now has become a friend. And then you're also going to see a lot of the bonuses that I offer. So for this current launch that I'm in, now these are subject to change in future launches, so make sure to check jamieTrull.com/DCA to find the current bonuses. But we are offering profit planning for your course launch. So this is, if you're worried about the investment, remember it's all about profit. I want you to be profitable, including paying back the cost of this course. So that was something I was able to do in my first pre-launch. I paid back the cost of the course plus a lot more to be able to use to invest into my next launch. So I'm going to teach you how to make sure to have a profitable first launch, because that's what I want from you. So you're going to get a whole training and a whole worksheet pack. These are plug and play worksheets to help you figure out your ad spend. If you plan to do ads, you don't have to help you figure out what your other costs and budget should be in your course launch, and to help you figure out profitability on the back end. So I walk you through with all the training videos you need and all the worksheets that you need to be able to implement in your course business. So that is the very first bonus that we are offering, worth $400. Then I want to show you this Grow Your Audience Guide. So I grew a Facebook group from 0 to 37,000 people in just around 2 years. Now, a lot of that happened during one time period of 6 months where I grew up by about 20,000 people. So if you want to use a Facebook group to leverage, to be able to impact more people and make sales in your course, right? Then this guide is right for you. I'm going to give you all my secrets to how I grew my Facebook group from 0 to 37,000. That's as of today. I don't even know what it is when you're watching this video. So check that out. That's a value of $250 for that guide. Then we're going to have some beautifully branded stack photos. So what does this mean exactly? If you've seen things that look like this, maybe in Facebook ads and things like that, and you're like, how do people do that? They're templates that you'll be able to get in Canva, as well as a training by my friend Liza Hippler on how to use all of this and make your launch look pro, right? You will look like a pro straight out the gate and give people so much confidence to be able to buy from you. That was something that was hard for me as a numbers person. The design element and all of that was not my forte. So that was something I wish that I had had when I took DCA the first time. And then this is my favorite one, the accountability and community happy hours with me. So we get together a couple of times throughout the time frame that you're doing Digital Course Academy, and we'll get together on Zoom. We'll talk all things courses. I'll hear about your course ideas. We'll toast to all the things. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about the Bachelorette. I don't know, whatever you want to talk about, but I am there with you this entire time because I do believe in the power of community and accountability as we go through this process. So that is bonus number 4. And sometimes I have some extra bonuses thrown in. So make sure you check out jamietrull.com/DCA to see what the current offers are. There's me giving a cheers to my husband. So all that is to say, if you're thinking about Digital Course Academy, I highly recommend it. I believe that it absolutely is worth the money if you commit to putting the work in and utilizing all the amazing resources that come in it. It is step by step. It cuts out all the noise. It keeps you from spending hours and hours and hours spinning your wheels and trying to connect information and put things together yourself. It is all there in a proven roadmap, and I can tell you it's a proven roadmap because it worked for me. And it's there for your disposal. So personally, I am a really big fan. And again, if you want to go through with me and join my bonus experience for free, it costs you nothing extra to join my bonus experience, jamietrull.com/DCA. Get my bonuses and Amy's program and Amy's bonuses. And I think you will be set. So I hope to see you again. Let me know if you have any questions. If you are wondering about DCA or want to know if it's right for you, please email me, support@balancecfo.com. I'd love to answer any of your questions about the program. If you want to even bounce your idea for a course off me, I would love, love, love to hear from you and help you make an informed decision. I hope to talk to you soon.